made a post on social media recently suggesting that if you can educate yourself about crypto and NFTs, meaning non fungible tokens, and you can talk about them authentically in your law school application, you'll have an advantage over other applicants. And I got a lot of comments and questions in response to this post, asking me to elaborate, asking me to share more, asking about how this might add value and how law schools might see that. So, of course, I thought the best way to explain some of my thoughts behind that post would be to make a video covering it. So here it is. First off, I would not suggest that you change your entire law school personal statement in this direction specifically, if you don't have the background to back it up. Alternatively, if you have a background in tech or cybersecurity, for example, then you might be able to find a way to relate it to whatever is on the cutting edge. And cryptocurrency, the blockchain, non-fungible tokens have all gotten a lot of buzz recently, and admission officers may have heard a little bit about them, but they probably don't know very much about them, and certainly not as much as you do now, or not as much as you might learn over the next few months until whenever you might be submitting your law school application. If you can make a compelling case about how your background and how your interests relate to whatever the latest thing in technology is, law schools are likely to appreciate that for a number of reasons. First and foremost, you're invested in things aside from law in particular, because people interested in only law are a dime a dozen in the law school admissions game, right? After all, being interested in the law or being interested in law school, being a pre-law applicant alone, doesn't do very much to set you apart from all of the thousands of other law school applicants out there. But if you are interested in law and X, and the intersection of law and whatever your primary area of interest is, aside from simply the law alone, that already helps you stand apart. Additionally, there aren't that many lawyers and pre-law students who know very much about tech. So if you do, and if you can develop an interest in tech, not in law school or after law school, but prior to law school, and demonstrate that interest, demonstrate just a little bit of fluency, and if the law school admission officer themselves can learn something from your application, hey, that's impressive already. And law school admission officers will appreciate that. Furthermore, they will get excited about what you can bring to the law school classroom, what you can bring to the community, how you can elevate other law school applicants, and then big win for them, your employment opportunities post-graduation are significantly elevated relative to those of the average law school applicant. And one way that law schools are evaluated in, for example, the American Bar Association's 509 reports and in the Law School Transparency Organization's data compilations, employment outcomes are big. Specifically, they're looking for people who are employed in JD, Juris Doctorate, required positions 9 months after graduating from their law school. And tech, of course, is an area where there are a lot of employment opportunities. There's a lot of demand, and cryptocurrency, non-fungible tokens, there's a lot of growth coming up in that space. They're hot areas. There's going to be a lot of developments there over the next 5, 10, 15 years, and the rules haven't even been written yet. Who's going to write those rules? Lawyers are certainly going to be among those people, but how many current lawyers know that much about cryptocurrency or know that much about non-fungible tokens? These are very new areas where there's a lot of room for you to shape the future of what that will end up looking like. So if you can simply demonstrate some interest, a bit of knowledge prior to applying, and you can relate that in some way to your current interests and your background, all the better. And even if you're interested in art, if you're interested in collectibles, if you're interested in economics, cryptocurrency and non-fungible tokens both relate quite a bit to those specific areas. It's going to require a bit of creativity, possibly, to relate your interests to whatever the latest and greatest buzzworthy thing is. But if you can do that, even just a sentence or two in one of your application essays, and of course, more is great too, that alone can help to make a difference and set you apart. So anyway, all the best with your law school admissions journey and your LSAT journey. Reach out if you need anything at all. I'm happy to help. And if you haven't gotten a copy yet, you can download my free easy LSAT cheat sheet at bit.ly/LSAT cheat sheet. All the best. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.